What's up, everybody? This is the Jedi. I had to speak on this, y'all, because I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate it. Obama's official portrait unveiled. Now, I'm assuming that this is for his library, his presidential library in Chicago. All right. But this is jacked up. There's an article associated. We're going to read that and see if we can find out because maybe it will uh, offer some explanation that won't be acceptable to me. Nah. This is his picture, which is some booty. It just, nah. Nah. It has him looking older. Um, Look at his hands. You know, I can't. And then what is this leaves and it's like he's sitting. It's like you remember the highlights book, y'all. Find the rabbit in the dirt or something, and you, ooh, let me see if I could see it. Can you spot the four-leaf clover? You know, this is kind of like that for me. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. And then that's already a crime against all of humanity, but this is a crime against the universe. Our queen, descended from heaven on the wings of angels, our stunning statue, brilliant, Princeton and Harvard, our tall statue, Michelle LaVaughn Robinson Obama. And y'all know I guard her with my life. This is what we get. I can't. I can't. I can't. And I'm very eager to know what you guys think about this because, I'm happy to hear another perspective, maybe something I'm not thinking about, a context that maybe I'm not considering or something like that. I'm happy to hear that, But my reaction is I don't like it. Like, you can't really even tell that's supposed to be Michelle. If somebody just walked up to me, I know about this, and they just said, "What you think about this picture?" I go, "It kind of looked like, it kind of reminded me of Michelle Obama a little bit." It just don't say it, y'all. It just does not say it. And I think that they could have been drawn better, you know? And that's a beautiful dress to have on Michelle, 'cause she make everything look good, you know? My God, she's a stunning angel. And my favorite thing, well, she wore a lot of things that I loved. But if I have to pick one, you go back. Matter of fact, I'll pull it up for you. This was my favorite. If I have to pick one, this was our glorious angel in Versace at the last state dinner that they hosted at the White House. Oh my God. It's like you didn't think she could top herself at all. You like, well, there's nothing else, Michelle. I mean, she's killed everything. She's killed everything to ashes. And then she came out in this is to say, you know what, bitches? Just so y'all know who was the number one head bitch in this bitch in the history of this fucking house. And all them white heifers that came before me, this is what I can give you. What? It was like that last grenade being thrown over her shoulders. You know what I mean? Like, take that, bitches. Like, put everybody was served a notice and a summons. Oh my God, she was stunning. Stunning, 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 stunning in Versace. Oh my God, Michelle. Whew. She's such the ultimate woman. Ultimate. And her beauty is like the last thing on the list. the last. It's like it barely makes the list, you know, because she's so much else before you get to that. Wow. But that was her at the last official state dinner that they held at the White House. My God. Wow. Anyway, so we get this. I'm over it. Let's see now what vomit they're going to, put forth that's supposed to help me not be up in arms over this. Barack and Michelle re-emerged on the public stage Monday in Washington, only this time for an event that has nothing to do with politics. The former first couple's official portraits were unveiled at the Smithsonian's National Portrait Gallery, a rite of passage. So this is not at his library. This is at the Smithsonian's National Portrait Gallery. You see what I'm saying? Trying to down. You see what I'm saying? Damn it. I'm almost threatening to do a search of other previous first ladies and presidents at the National Portrait Gallery. Because to me, this was low-key trying to discount their presence. We're talking about two people who cannot take a bad picture, do you understand? They're the most photogenic people that have ever been on fucking Capitol Hill. Forget the White House. Anybody in government. They are the most photogenic people we've ever seen anywhere on that real estate. Ever. And I defy anybody to find anybody to look better than these two, including their daughters. So this was an attempt to discount their physical appeal even, They are good-looking people. Michelle has been on the cover of Vogue and everything else. Barack has been on the cover of GQ and everything else. They can't take a bad picture, do you understand me? Forget that they were president and first lady. Forget that. If you just seen them anywhere, you go, damn, that's a good-ass looking couple right there. Wow. And this? Nah. Let's read on. These are perhaps the most anticipated presidential portraits unveiling to date. Due in large part to the artists the Obamas selected. Okay, they selected the artist. Okay. The former president chose Kehinde Wiley, a Yale University trained painter famous for his depictions of African Americans posed in the style of old master paintings, regal, formal, and filled with pops of color. Okay, I can accept all of that. But this does not capture their physical beauty. It just don't. Let's go back to the state dinner, everybody, huh? What did I miss? What'd I miss? What'd I miss? Huh? Matter of fact, let's do this just so that we can all be clear. Boom. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful people they are. And I had the privilege, the blessing, and the honor to have met Barack Obama in person and Michelle LaVaughn Robinson Obama. And I tell you that they are just physically beautiful people. Stunning. Oh my God. I would have been up in arms over the Obama picture, but I can't, and I would have, been bitching about it, but I'm really just like over the top of the damn gun with Michelle, because that's our queen, y'all. That's the queen. That's the queen. That's the queen. That's the queen. It ain't Beyonce, goddammit. It's Michelle. Now, I'm over it. But this is what we get. I can't. Let's read on. Um, with pops of color. Okay. Quote, how about that? That's pretty sharp, the 44th president said as he took the podium. Well, of course, Barack is a nice dude, and he's going to be diplomatic, and he's kind, and, encouraging and stuff like that. I will speak for Barack in this case. He unveiled it and said this was some bullshit. All right, that's what he was thinking. There was a thought bubble. All right. The portrait depicts him sitting against a backdrop of green foliage. Obama said he tried to negotiate with Wiley about his look for the painting. Okay. Quote, I tried to negotiate less gray hair. And Kahindi's artistic integrity would not allow him to do what I asked. I tried to negotiate smaller ears. Struck out on that one as well, jokes Obama from the podium during his remarks. Obama also asked Wiley, who often depicts his subjects as regal and godlike, if he could ease up on those flourishes. Quote, I had to explain that I've got enough political problems without you making me look like Napoleon. We've got to bring it down just a touch. And that's what he did, the former president said. Well, he took it down to the fucking ground, Obama. I don't like this, y'all. I don't like it. I don't. Damn it, I don't. Barack Obama's choice of Wiley makes him the first African American artist to execute an official presidential portrait for the National Portrait Gallery. What I was always struck by when I saw his portraits was the degree to which he challenged our ideas of power and privilege, Obama said. The juxtaposition of contemporary urban culture with centuries-old postures and wallpaper-like backgrounds make for bold paintings, of which Obama's is Wiley's most famous to date. Wiley apparently took thousands of photographs of Obama in order to create a portrait. You had to take thousands of pictures, and this is what you come up with? I could have done better with a crayon. Do you understand me? Don't get me started with a Sharpie. I'm over it. In order to create the portrait, a process different than the typical, quote, sittings required for most portraits. Wiley's background choice was also indicative of Obama's background. While Wiley said he was charting his path on Earth. The different flowers woven into the greenery include a word I'm not trying to pronounce, I think that's chrysanthemums, the official flower of Chicago, and jasmine for Hawaii. There's even some African blue lilies, symbolic of Obama's heritage. Obama also pointed out his personal connection to Wiley. Both men shared similar familiar experiences that shaped their future. Quote, when we did find what we did find was that we had certain things in common. Both of us have American mothers who raised us with extraordinary love and support. Both of us had African fathers who had been absent from our lives, and in some ways our journeys involved searching for them and what that meant. I ended up writing about that journey and channeling it into the work that I did because I cannot paint, he said. Michelle's portrait. Michelle Obama said she, quote, was a little overwhelmed, to say the least, end quote. That is kind speak translated into hell nah. See what I'm saying? She was, quote, a little overwhelmed, to say the least, after her portrait was unveiled. Let's just start by saying, wow, again, she said, pointing to her mother seated in the audience. She added, hi, Mom, what you think? Pretty nice, isn't it? They were just being kind, y'all. Now, for her portrait, Michelle Obama chose Baltimore-based artist Amy Sherald Sherald is another African American artist known for her unique style, and her portraits also tend to underscore themes of social justice. She often paints black skin tones in gray as a way to take away the assigned, quote, color of her subjects. Cheryl's work is less about realism in composition and more about shape and color. Like Wiley, the choice of Cheryl used the choice of Cheryl ushers in a new era of presidential portrait. Amy, I want to thank you for so spectacularly capturing the grace and beauty and intelligence and charm and hotness of the woman I love, the former president said of his wife. Cheryl's painting of Michelle Obama shows her in a flowing patterned dress with a halter necklace. Her expression is thoughtful, her chin resting on her hand. The former First Lady said she was thinking about the impact Cheryl's work will have on girls and girls of color. Quote, they will see an image of someone who looks like them hanging on the wall of the great American institution, and I know the kind of impact that will have on their lives because I was one of those girls, she said. Obama looked at the portfolio of more than 24 artists before deciding on Wiley and Cheryl. Obama's portrait will hang in the Hall of Presidents, and the former First Lady will be placed in another gallery. Both will be open to the public viewing on Tuesday. I'm over it. You know, I love that they picked African American artists. I love that. You know, Michelle was very particular to pick artists who were not white, or designers and stuff who were not white, for a lot of her fashion statements and stuff when she was in the White House. So they were very conscious of that, and I appreciate it. But this, come on, y'all, now, this just don't say it. Obama looks like the Farmer John, the farmer in the dell, the farmer in the dell, hi-ho, cheerio, you know, come on. It just doesn't say it. I don't like it. I don't like it. And deep down somewhere, I think they don't like it either. Not that they hate it as much as I do. I think they both, if you could really get to their truth, would say, not so much. Not so much. You know? Again, Versace, homie. They can't take a bad picture. They can't. And this is what we get. Let me know what you guys think. You know, like I say, maybe you guys will say something that I go, oh, you know, I didn't think about it that way. Alright. I guess. But you're going to have to come with some powerful shit. Because I just don't see it. I just don't see it. I leave it here. This is the Jedi.